has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's
Hello everyone, and welcome back for a new game, because we're playing Jurassic Park Evolution. Almost didn't make it there. I've just seen there's a mountain with a chat coming through here. I'm doing a slightly different setup today, which hopefully will, I'll hopefully be able to see the chat a lot clearer than normal. I'm just having a quick scan through here. You're all excited about the dinosaurs, and you've got your egg totals already up there. So royalty, you're on 2,500. Where was your 5.5 for Creeper, and what is I miss Chris is there. Is Chris isn't there? 7.2 at the bottom there. Yeah. And what was that, Creeper? You're saving up for the card. Right. Right, at the minute, ignore the black bars down the side of the screen. That's just the option screen here. We'll make a start. What we're going to do is, in this, we're going to start a brand new world, and you guys are going to sort of help me create it as we go. As we discussed yesterday, you guys will be able to name name the dinosaurs as we go. Now, I played this about a month ago just to make sure it worked, and I've forgotten everything at that time. Hopefully the game audio was alright for you as well. I've like jacked it up, but I've turned the music off, and I've put my own sort of like music loop on. Now let's start a new campaign. What do we press to get to a new one? Have I clicked on the right thing? So campaign. Well, that's not a good sign. Maybe I should have started the game just before. So we don't want to load a game. We want to start a new game. Start a new game. Existing autosave will be already. Yeah, that's no problem.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Just diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Yeah, as normal, if there's like game dialogue, I won't talk over it. But yeah, you can save your eggs if you want to save up for the big prizes. Because as we go through this, I'll ask you, and I'll try my best to keep a look on the chat.
Public relations and crisis management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond creation lab.
Which
We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Ah, just kidding.
I was going to say, I've completely forgotten now. Can you guys hear the dialogue from those guys? Is that coming through all right? Is it, or do you want us to adjust it? Yeah, you can hear like the voices of the characters. Yeah, that's brilliant there. I trust it's all looking smooth. My monitor has not come on today. This is our sort of like introductory area. When I tested this a month ago, I just had like a few buildings scattered around here. But we can name, like I say, we can name all these different sorts of things here. Even down to the entrances. But today is probably going to be like mainly the tutorial sort of side of it. Because we'll have to go through the steps to like to make the basic odds and ends. So this is the lab where they actually make the dinosaurs. We'll put it just next to that gate there for now.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the Five Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid.
Yeah, I had like a bit of a disastrous start to the stream, wasn't it, this afternoon there? This is a path thing here that we're going to... oh, we have to click. Alright, there we go.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Yeah, Chrissy, what could possibly go wrong? We don't need fences. Right, so we have to make this guy first. To start off, well, we're not going to make any of the carnivores just yet until I figure out how to make separate pens, otherwise they're just going to eat the other guys, aren't they? Let's see, incubate dinosaur.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much, and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time, and a next.
There we go, almost done. Yeah, Roty, what's everyone's favourite dinosaurs there? I can never remember the names of half of them, but I like the massive one with the huge neck. Right, let's release the dinosaur, and we'll get to name it in a couple of minutes' time.
Life, it begins. The most precious moment, the result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos,
Giant chicken.
all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique, and now you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
There it is. I'm just making sure I get the right spellings. There we go, our first dinosaur, named for you, Royalty.
The Hammond Foundation has three main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
So who we're going to contract with first? Yeah, the science, entertainment, or security? One for science?
Ah, Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Right, so we'll accept this contract. So what's it to do? Build, connect, and power an expedition center. Right.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to
that
increase
dead?
your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park.
I don't think Gerald's made it. Oh no, he's getting up. Yeah, MOT, the chase, this is really an advanced fitness centre. So when everyone's from the escapes from the lockdown, this is how everyone's going to get fit after being stuck in the house for 3 months. Running from the dinosaurs. Now, what was the key? Ah, that was the keys to rotate. Oh, no, it's X to rotate the other way. Right, we'll put the Expedition Centre there.
One more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Almost built. There we go. So, from what I remember from when I did the sort of like little test play, you send these guys off to dig sites, and they bring you back like genetic samples so that you can build different dinosaurs. How do we turn it in again? Oh, we need to do a path, don't we? Right.
People think money makes the world go round, but they're wrong. Contracts make the world go round, my friend. Obligations and commitments. Complete a contract and your rep with the science division will increase. Meaning you'll be able to take on more complex and challenging missions.
And it's raining. This one here is an expedition center, and this one's here like this is like the lab where you grow them. I don't know if there is any like breeding ones. Oh, here we go.
I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us, and to me.
Right, so we've got a new mission, is to acquire 50% genome of the Triceratops, which is done through the Expedition Centre. Actually, you'd be surprised at the weather actually where we are in central Scotland, Chrissy. But the valley, sort of like where I live, is completely different weather to everywhere on the outside of this valley. Right, so let's go to the Expedition Centre.
I knew you were my kind of person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started.
So, send dig teams
Together,
around.
we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
So, select the dig site.
The
Here she comes again.
Expedition Center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
So, yeah, we have to go to the control room, then the Expedition Centre, and then we have to choose one of these little dots. So, Triceratops is what we want, so we'll just start with that one.
Good! Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the Fossil Center for extraction.
What was the name that you had, Royalty? which one was it for?
job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs, which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
Right, actually, how much money do we have? Because there's all sorts of things to upgrade as well.
The Research Center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
Yeah, so these are like all the 3 departments that you get the contracts from. Then we have to research and upgrade all the other bits and bobs as we go as well. Is that sample back? Still another 2 minutes left on that sample. Are you being naughty again, Royalty?
The Fossil Center lets you extract DNA from fossils and amber in order to create new dinosaur genomes. Exciting!
Yeah, so you scan these rocks and then they improve the percentage for the dinosaur. In my test run I got a few of these like quite far on in the space of an hour. But we'll click on each of these. Some of them you can sell and some of them you can extract the material from them. But we're after Triceratops as our mission. So we'll extract the DNA from that. We might as well extract as many as we can, because I don't think any of these rocks are dud rocks. Extract that one. And extract that one. Oh, did you manage to reinstall it, Creeper? So it works. It worked this time. I don't know, Royalty, dirty mind. Here we go. This is the second one that's coming through. Still 1 minute left. We might as well hang fire on this menu screen so that we can. See these go up. Might as well go and get the genetic sort of material out of them. Then we can send another dig team out as well to get some more materials. Oh, that's right. No, you've got to wait for the dig team to return as well. Hang on. Right, never mind.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
You can't be that far off completing Bioshock by now, surely. It must be not far off the end of the game. I can't remember when you start doing the multiverse thing. I can't remember how far it is because it's been that many years since I played it. Let's see, have we got the material yet? Oh, what's this?
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
So what's this? Extract new DNA from the fossil, increase dinosaur, it must be any dinosaur to 50%. Which we're doing that technically anyway, because that's what our mission is on this guy. So we'll extract the DNA on that one. See, this one here is like an example of a useless one, but we can sell it for quite a bit. extract the DNA on that one, and have I clicked on all the others? Yeah, so they're going to work in the background there. Let's just clear the notifications on this screen here as well. Yeah, because useless sells for 120k. Yeah. Are you playing on Monday? It's same sort of time, Creeper, because then I can, whilst I'm working, I can put you on the second screen. I can watch whilst I'm working. Almost got these. This one here. 30 seconds, then we might be able to turn in that mission. Slowly creeping up. We should get to 50% by this one here shortly. Then we can actually start building structures in the, like at the park. It's, yeah, starting at 1ish. Aye, no bother.
We are making great strides so
You
far.
go.
I believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at least in part, for where I find myself. Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts will have been worth it.
Knowledge is essential for us to properly do our jobs. That genome acquisition you completed keeps us moving down that path. Way to take the lead.
So there we go. That should be all the genetic material that we need from them. We'll send them on a dig team thing. Then we'll get to the actual park now. So hatching bay, incubate dinosaur, and we want a triceratops. Have we got enough money? Yes, we can incubate that one. And what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to incubate a second one of those as well, because we have the funding for that as well. And then we better get some feeding stations. Here we go. Put one there. And I'll put one down there, that is. Oops, what happened there?
One of your dinosaurs has failed to incubate. I never said bringing back dinosaurs was gonna be easy.
Ooh, so it looks like Gerald's friend didn't make it. But we'll put another feeder over here just for the moment and we'll see what went wrong. Yeah, this fella didn't make it, so we'll just have to discard him. But this guy's ready to release. So I hope you all got a name for this guy now. Clean answers. With Steve Creeper, yep.
Our new specimens, dinosaurs, are meeting expectations, but we want them to thrive. That's your next assignment. Making sure our specimens are properly cared for. In other words, dinosaur welfare.
The difference with dinosaurs is that they have no point of reference to understand humans, so don't expect much in the way of thank yous.
It's the mouse wheel that tips you at the camera up.
I've been monitoring what you've been up to with great interest, and I'm a little disappointed that Dr. Dua came to you for this assignment instead of bringing me into the loop as she should have done. I'll discuss this with her later.
There we go, it's snacking. Was it that named after your dad, Creeper? We have missions to turn in as well here, don't we? What we got here? Construct a ranger station. Incubate a Triceratops with 70% genome. And research center hookworm parasites. Right, what do we need to do for that? We'll probably get the ranger station done first, maybe. Operations, maybe? Ranger station, there we go. How do you rotate these? There we go. Get that one built. Upgrade slot. So how do you do this hookworm thing then? But we also need a actually, just whilst I'm pressing the wrong button. Let's save. Back to the control center. Is there any more Triceratops? There we go. We'll send them out on a Triceratops mission. We'll sell this useless rock for for ludicrous amounts of money. And we might as well extract from there, because by the time the expedition team comes back...
This new contract just came in, and it has your name written all over it.
So construct a viewing gallery so that people can actually come and see it. Makes sense. Ooh. A bit tight on space, isn't it? Alright, how do we do a viewing gallery then? Maybe it's under enclosures? Viewing gallery. Was there one pixel in there where we can place it? No power. Second one there. We'll get a path going. Bit of an awkward one, but you know. But we need a path to this one as well, don't we? And that one both need power. So, do we have to build the subs? Yeah, because it's just out of range, isn't it? So we have to build 2 sets of substations. We might as well build this one up here. And then we need to build another substation.
To accomplish, we can advance our work here in the Science Division.
It was just up here, just so it's a little bit. Just trying to think of like for future expansion. I just going for a drink, Creeper. Right, so... Oh, right, it was like... Is it just short? So there we go. Now, how do we turn in these missions then? Right, we get Triceratops out with that one, so we'll send an expedition team there. We will extract the DNA from that one. We will sell a worthless rock for £80,000. I will extract the DNA from that one as well and clear the notifications off there. Now, where was the contracty bit? Contracts. Oh, we must have finished all of them. Oh, hang on, no, here it is. Construct an operation ranger station, which is this one here. Oh, which requires a 1mm path to be built. There we go. Incubate a Triceratops with 70%. Well, that's currently researching. Research items from the research center, hookworm parasites. So this is the research center. How do you do research then? You research. Medical treatment it'll be. Hookworm. What else can we research whilst we're in here? New buildings. Don't have enough available research teams. Oh yeah, it's because we're doing research on that other one. Hello there, thanks for the follow and welcome to the stream. We're just starting off. This is like our first play of Jurassic World. We'll sort of like be hopping on and off to this over the coming weeks if everyone's enjoying it. Also say, well, whilst this research is going on, don't forget to check out my Discord server. The link should be popping up in the chat, as well as in the description areas below as well. Let's see, that's almost finished researching. What else can we research? Building upgrades. Oh, we'll have to hang fire on these ones, maybe. Hang on, we've got some more fossils in. Let's rejigger them. So we might as well. We'll extract that 10, and that gives us our 70 from that. We'll extract that. We will find. Anyone else got a Triceratops? This one here. Might as well go for. Does it say how long these expeditions take? No. Right, let's just click on that one and see what happens. So, I'll change the plans. You got Coke instead.
I want to take this contract, which means you want to take it too, correct?
It was like use the expedition center to unearth a small or medium herbivore fossil. We'll have to come back to that once that other research expedition is going. And what a surprise, it's raining again. The dinosaurs look like they're dead, don't they? Is Jared still alive? He's got 100% health. Oh, he's just sleeping, it says on the thing there. It's like sleeping and death looks almost the same for me. So while we're here, let's have a look. So our power is at capacity at the moment.
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
So,
Power is something we simply cannot ignore when it comes to our operations. Without power, we don't have any power.
go to the next one again. Right, so can we... Right, so we need to research the power facilities first. Our power upgrades. Right, so what have we got here? So reduce the risk of power outages. So we'll do that one for increasing the power output. As soon as you press the close button, it reset itself, Creeper. It's just typical, isn't it? Right, let's just check in on the Expedition Center. How far are they off? They're a few seconds away from that. Because there's Triceratops DNA coming back with them, so we might as well hang fire for a minute and build the best Triceratops that we can to get that advancement. Here we go, let's sell them all of those worthless rocks.
Things about the expedition. You certainly made the science division a star. And me. And of course you too. I'm not forgetting, just prioritizing. No matter what anyone else says, science is what makes or breaks us. Admittedly, sometimes both. But on Isla Matanceros, you are making us and yourself look good. And that's worth a reward.
Right, let's see. Incubate dinosaur. 74%. Actually, did that research thing finish? Yeah. Incubate dinosaur. We'll have another one of them, please. And we can just afford it. So, third dinosaur on the way. What's this one going to be called? See, you haven't chosen the name yet for any of them, Chrissy, if you're still there. %. This one's probably going to take a while to incubate, so we might as well send another research team out whilst we're thinking about it. Right, which one would be a tiny dinosaur? It doesn't really tell you which would be a tiny... Well, I suppose unless you actually know what all the different dinosaurs' names are. Does anyone know if that dinosaur's a little dinosaur? Right, let's send a research team out for it anyway. Oh, and we've got one name for... oh, incubation failed. This is not going well, is it? Incubate dinosaur. Let's try again. We're running out of cash. Yeah, let's build a t-shirt shop. Why not? There we go, a little shop.
It looks like you've run out of power. That's not good. Build more power stations or increase your output.
Let's just do a bit of... We forgot about that, didn't we? Buy the extra generator. 3 meters tall royalty. Well, hopefully that'll meet the criteria for that other mission that we got. hoping as we expand it'll let us like maybe rearrange the buildings a little bit because it's all a bit cramped in here. What other things? There was actually, I remember right from when I did the test run, must be under operations. You've got to build like little bunkers to keep everyone safe when the catastrophe eventually happens. There is emergency shelter. Right, that encapsulates quite a large area just there. I'll move it just this way so it gets a little bit more onto the train station. Oh, hang on, it's not going blue. There we go. Is that what we're going to be calling them when we breed whichever dinosaur that is? 3 meter Peter. Oh, here we go. It survived. What were we calling this one? Oh yeah, I'll just copy and paste the name from chat. I'm doing a slightly different setup for the way I've got my chat displayed. So, in theory, I should be able to see if anything gets redeemed. In theory. Power output. Oh, we screwed up the power again. We're going to have to build the power station, aren't we? Upgrade it as well. Yeah, rotate. We've now got 2 of them.
Oh my gosh, you got a sick dinosaur on your hands. It's time to treat it. Or what comes next, that's going to be on your hands as well.
Sick dinosaur. So that's the ranger thing, isn't it? And add task. There it is.
Understood.
Steve's not doing so well. Here they come. You can actually get in and drive that as well.
There's a new contract that I want you to consider.
Upgrade the ranger station to with the accuracy thing.
No diseased dinosaurs.
Oh, what's going on now? Mission complete.
I've done it. We are on the path to a pure strain dinosaur. This will definitely shift the paradigm. I can't ignore this accomplishment. With your help, obviously.
Well, look at that. Yours is the alpha.
I think we make a good
Chrissy.
team. Let's do this again.
Stallion's the alpha.
I've witnessed Dr. Dua flail and fail before. Now with you, she believes she is on her way. Does she really think she can accomplish what I have not?
Zoom around the enclosure. A door like this that opens right into the place where the visitors are, that's like a brilliant health and safety. Would you like Grand Theft Auto? Take this back to the ranger station, then we'll go and see if we can get that accuracy upgrade. been ages since I played Grand Theft Auto. Where I think they probably put most of their energy after doing GTA 5 into Red Dead. I'll have to give Red Dead 2 a go. Let's see, upgrade slot, right, so we don't have that upgrade there. It was Ranger Accuracy, wasn't it? Yeah. 3 minutes to upgrade that. Extract DNA, extract DNA. And Strephiobinus? How tall are these ones? That's a carnivore. We're just going for herbivores at the moment. I don't know what that is, but we'll try extracting the DNA from that one and see what happens. And what could possibly go wrong?
So you've got dinosaurs your guests want to get up close and personal with. The thing is, they can't. Construct facilities to increase visibility and keep visitors the right side of the safety glass.
Are you waiting for Dances with Smurfs too? You need quite a bit of research to get these towers, if I remember right. I couldn't get them when I was just doing my little play, like to test it all out. This is what you can see from the viewing galleries. I can see this. I can see this hill. Perfect. Remember going to the IMAX? They just built the IMAX in Gateshead when the Avatar came out. But brilliant film when I watched it. But then, like the next day, I was like, yeah, it's not really. I mean, the effects are brilliant, but it's not that brilliant a film. Oh yeah, of course we haven't applied that upgrade to the station yet, have we? Upgrade slot. Oh, is it not finished researching yet? Hang on. Oh, it's still going, right, that's fine. The expedition team is still on the way. Yeah, I love that royalty. Yeah, it's going to be the T-Rex. We'll have to get another enclosure first because I'm not mixing the carnivores with the herbivores for obvious reasons. Otherwise it'll be like afternoon tea time for the T-Rex. Once we get a second enclosure we get the T-Rex on display. That is 100% what it's going to be called. Well, it depends on how we want to play the game. Let's see, is that research completed yet? It's building upgrades, isn't it? Oh, it's still going. Right, let's have a look and see what missions have we got on the go. Security. Alright, this one here will complete. I was reading the wrong thing. Cure Triceratops using a ranger. I thought we already did that. No, I'm looking for like a thing we have to like submit it or something. With that notification there. Apply that upgrade.
You may have added to our workload, but the new buildings appear to be a success.
What's this one?
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
Right, so acquire 50% genome on... I don't know how to pronounce that one. We're going to call it the Ediosaur. Yeah. Let's see what Where do you tell what
Glad to have you on board.
what level you're at already?
As you can imagine,
We've already
the
got
animals in the various
50%.
facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. This is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
Incubate dinosaur.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
So we have to construct an ACU center.
Next, you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
So we have to build an ACU center.
Word is
what's
that
this?
a new contract is available.
Use maintain character at at least oh, that includes 2 of the Dinosaurs, yeah. Is that the same as that little one that we made? What was that little dinosaur called? What species is Gerald? No, it's not that one, right? So we need to build 2 of these guys. And whilst that's doing that, we will go back to operations and build an ACU center somewhere. I'm not entirely certain where. Let me spin that around a bit. Nope. Yeah, will it let it build this anywhere? Over here, it's quite an empty patch. Oh, here we go. There we go. Now, how is that for power requirements? And it's raining again. Right, we have the first one here. What we're naming this one then? Oh, hang on, this was the, yeah, that's right, isn't it? It's 3 meters. It's almost like the start of a beak, isn't it? The way that the front of that looks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Edmontosaurus to the park.
There we go. Yeah, we need a name for the second one as well, don't we? Oh, how do I get out of this camera view? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Now, has the sound crashed on the game? It just seemed to go very, very quiet in my headset. As long as you guys can hear it, that's fine. Oh, the second one. Eddisaurus. Yeah, I like that. We're going to go with that one. Wrong one. Release dinosaur. Releasing Eddie. probably need to take a picture of them both together, don't we? Probably do some extra feeding stations as well. We'll do that before we take the picture.
We are pleased to welcome an Admontosaurus to the party.
And that is enclosure, lunch boxes. I'll put a feeding station next to the viewing gallery. Oh, they've already got 2 over there. That'll probably do. They're nicely spread out there. So to the ranger station, drive. Now how do you do camera? C is for camera. Reverse. Oh no, that's switch camera. Or it's F to take a photo. There we go.
This might not be great art, but I like it.
You did it. Congratulations to us both.
So when you find that ACU station, we need to, what's that upgrade there? Reload speed 1. Right, so that's going to take a minute. Right, we'll do all the genetic stuff whilst we have no expedition teams off-site. This requires more research centres. Right, let's grab whatever this is. We choose empty slot and we buy it.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
The ECU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Oh, here it comes. It's the crazy big one.
We can always solve a few more problems, so make sure to review this contract.
Right, so we need to unearth another fossil.
We need to keep looking for other dinosaurs we may be able to domesticate. Well, more accurately, put on the road to domestication. The way we'll be able to control them is by letting them control themselves, their natural hierarchy. That means we need more samples. This expedition can help.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
Nope.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Yeah, 3 meter Peters jumped the fence. dead. This has gone horribly wrong. Well, that's going to go down well. Right between the power lines.
You'll need to call in the offshore transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
Right, how do we do that then? It's just, in case anything else goes wrong whilst we're trying to figure out how to call in this other team. Yeah, I had a bad feeling about that. Let's just plonk him back in the middle. What's that one there? Yeah, like the 3 meter Peter meter. Next to power lines, what could possibly go wrong?
Asset transportation in progress.
We can drop back down. Just checking the food reserves as well on these, because you've got to top the food things up as well. But they're about 50%, so there's got plenty of time before we have to worry about topping the food up.
Asset has been delivered.
There we go. One mission for the crazy guy done.
And that's the job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
That's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
Just realised we're out of some power there. We have to build a power station, aren't we? So I think that's the only way we're going to get around this one. Oh, hang on, what's this storm defense? It's all a bit cramped in here, isn't it? We'll definitely need a new power generator now. Hopefully they'll get built at the right time. Nope, no mention, Chrissy, of the crushed guests.
Storm defense stations help protect your park's structure against storm damage. Useful, huh?
So I'm not quite sure how that works then. Oh, it needs a path, doesn't it? And will this power station need a path as well? Or is it close enough, do you think? This is almost done. Hopefully that's enough juice now to... No substation. Is that like just in the perfect position not to receive power? Oh, so it is. Right, I think we'll just have to put a substation there. Too close. Right. How do we demolish that? And we will go back. A power line to there. A power line back to there. I think everything has juice now.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. It's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
So we need to make a Triceratops that will attack more people. That sounds about right. How does this one work then? See the attack go up of any of these traits that we can add. Might not have the research movies, not yet to. Oh, hang on, wrong dinosaur. Modify. Right, so. That's increased its attack a little bit. No, I don't think we can. There's no point in making it unless we can make that a 75. So we'll have to come back when we have some more research done on that one. What else have we got in the control room then? Right, we're sending him a team out somewhere. Extract from that. Extract from that one. Alright, this is the crazy guy, isn't it? Yeah. Right, contracts. Alright, we're working on that one. What's this one here? Alright, no, so we should have been looking for this one. Back to here. I've now completely forgotten which was the dinosaur we were supposed to research. It begins with a P, that's what we're looking for. Nope. 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 Not that one either. So it looks like we can't do that contract just yet either. Yeah, it's a right mouthful. Royalty. Who came up with the names for all the dinosaurs like originally? Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's related to the Stegosaurus species. We haven't already got like one, have we? Oh, it's one of these ones, isn't it? Did we have to grow one? What was the criteria for the mission? Was it to actually produce one? Oh, that's a different one, isn't it? Yeah. What were you doing trying to fish the coke out with your fingers,
Dinosaurs
Creeper?
can become potentially dangerous dinosaurs. You are upping the risk factor in the facilities.
Oh, this guy's not feeling very well. But we'll probably have to research how to fix that though, won't we? Need medicine. Alright, so we can't do that as such, but I think we can probably task the rangers to medicate that one. So what's the food reserves like on here? 4, 4, 4 and 7. So there's plenty of food left in the enclosure at the moment. Alright, so we still have quite a bit of spare power, which is alright.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
That's good, they must have cured it. Back to the expedition centre. I wonder when we get to build like a new enclosure so we can build some of the other dinosaurs. What's over here? We might as well send the expedition team to go and deal with that one. Let's sell another one of these worthless rocks. Oh, sell a second worthless rock. Extract and extract. Which one's that one? Alright, so if it's from England, is there any... I keep pressing the escape key instead of going to the control room. Is there any of those little dig sites that's in England? Oh, they're all locked. So I'm betting it's probably here is where we're going to find that one. Requires more expedition centers. So before we do that, we have to build another expedition center. Alright. Expedition center. Only one expedition center may be constructed per island. Oh well, there goes that idea. So we must have to unlock another island before we can unlock the rest of some of these contracts.
I can't order you to take this new contract, but I wish I could. It's that good.
Build the toilets. Yeah, we can do that. Actually, we probably should make some guest things. There's the toilets. Who's there? Yeah. The guest things. So we got a clothes place, didn't we? Gift shop, you've got to have a place to buy tat from before you leave. Got a clothes shop, got the restrooms. Fast food. Let's put that next to the viewing gallery as well.
Great work getting those buildings constructed. Now to make sure they stay secure.
Right, so we've got more fossils back. Sell that, sell that. Extract that. Extract that. And England is non-sort of visitable at the moment. Might as well send them here because you're getting 3 dinosaurs for the price of 1 there. Now, can't we walk around the park at all? I don't want to drive in the little truck. It might be nice if we can, if you can actually walk and have a look inside the gift shops and such. Just sort of make it out. I quite like that artwork on top of that billboard there. There's the fancy toilets. Right, let's see for guest things as well. Let's see if we can get a hotel going. Oh, it looks like that's the boundary for where we can build. Actually, how far does this boundary go? Alright, so we have this whole area here where we can technically build. I'm hoping maybe we get another enclosure over here then if we're really lucky. So, maybe we spin this around a little bit. Nope, not going to let us fit in there, is it? And maybe it's there if we rotate it the other way around. It's all a bit of a mess really in here, isn't it? I think we're just like shy of a pixel. But that radius thing that's on there, that makes me think that we've got a lovely view of the power station. Oh, hang on, can we not build this at all? Or do we not have the funds to build it? Obstructions. Ah, right, hang on, it's because there's water there. Right, there goes my hotel. Oh, typical, it's just out of range of that transformer station. Right, power. Substation. Tell you what, we need power in that section, so let's take the power cables this way. There we go. Right, so let's see, we're still doing release Triceratops with 74 attack and obtained this fossil. Sell that one, extract that one. So I'm not quite sure how to... Requires more expedition centers. How do we unlock more expedition centers? A new contract from this one.
3 words. Contract you yes.
Successfully incubate another dinosaur. We can do that. Well, we haven't done one of these guys yet, so whilst that incubates, you have to think of some names for it. What upgrades can we put on this one as well? Let's research that. What we've got here. That's going to take a little while to research. A couple of minutes off that. How I pronounce that one, royalty? Is it Juna? Is that right? 80% done.
Keep up this kind of work, and you'll be going places.
Release dinosaur. Oh, is it a difficult one, is it? I'm absolutely useless with names.
Ah, the Bioengineer, another member of the Stegosaurians.
There was a fella I used to work with in the hotels, one of the security guards. He used to just call everybody Jackie. Didn't matter if they were male or female, everyone was called Jackie. It made things a hell of a lot easier to remember people's names.
We've got a new offer here that you should definitely look over.
Right, so we need to increase the viewing area to 95%. Let's see. I don't think we have the ability to make the platforms. I might just get away with one extra viewing gallery actually looking at that, because if we're already at 60 odd. Oh no, wrong button again. What was it under? Was it under enclosures? So these require research. So let's see, viewing platform. What do we need for a viewing platform? Requires 2 research centres, but we can't do that because we've only got 1 island. Gyrospheres? We could always put some of those in, couldn't we? Oh, unlock conditions not met. That's incomplete. Alright, so we can't actually build any of the new ones. Right, we'll sell that. Might just want to extract that. And we'll extract that whilst we're at it. And we'll send these guys back out to the same expedition site. We will have to just build a regular viewing gallery. Question is where? Alright, spin it around. Maybe it's where the fence is. It's on the boundary. Oh right, what on earth is there? Just missed all these ones coming through here. You see, what was it with an H? But it's, but yeah, that's the thing that always gets me with some, you know, like silent letters and what have you. Oh, so it's similar to John. Should they just try to confuse me? Right, paths. Read path. Let's spin the camera around so we can get a better idea of where we're going. And we need, actually no, whilst we're doing paths. May as well, oh no we can't do it, oh never mind. But we still need the power lines. So, we'll build a transformer station there. That's got some power. Then, because that is a bit of a hike.
You've not only completed that contract, but increased the visibility of our dinosaurs as a result. This can only lead to an improved experience for both the animals and our guests.
There we go, put a spare toilet down. Right, how's our power reserves? We have 26 used there, and that power generator there is at maximum output. And it's raining again. A little scout around here as well. So we do actually have this other area to play with, and I'm hoping we're going to get to build another enclosure over here. But, I don't quite know how to do that just yet. We can put trees down as well. Never saw this menu before. Landscaping, paths. Oh, so we could lower this down a little bit maybe. How does this work? Well, the food stand still mounted on top of it. Right, so what contract? I think we have to go and get another contract from her, don't we? Because we can't really do anything with any of these guys just yet. Might be worth just getting rid of these contracts, to be honest, because we can't do them for... I don't know how far off we are from making them. Same as this guy here. Let's just get rid of that contract and get all fresh ones.
I really like this one. I think you will too.
So we have to take a photo worth $5,000. What's that, Chrissy? Yeah, I'm hoping that, because I said we've got the, in this zone here, I've just kept like the herbivores, but fingers crossed we can build another one which will be more, like you say, more suited to carnivores sort of area. Ooh, what's this?
Let's not argue over the small stuff. Looking at the big picture, this is a solid contract.
I suppose, yeah, we can fish out 2 carnivorous fossils. We don't have to make the dinosaurs, I suppose, and we can get this contract here done.
Each new discovery furthers our understanding. It's valuable work. Take it.
And yeah, rotate if you put the kettle on, yep. Right, let's go back over here. Extract. That was the carnivorous site, wasn't it? Right, we'll send those fellas over there. And whilst they're doing that, we will hop into the ranger car. Oh, have I clicked on the wrong building? Drive vehicle. And it's F to take pictures. Oh, I don't know how you can drink that stuff, Creeper. Well, there we go. We exceeded the one for that one.
You took this photo all by yourself, huh?
I would say thanks. In fact, I'm going to say thanks. Have I done it yet? It feels like I have.
Let's have a little scout around what we've built so far. It's all a bit of a mess, I think, with the way we've got the building started around, but we're just having a bit of fun. So there's my hotel. Oh, do a bit of Grand Theft Auto style here. Oh, there's the pathway. So this is up round the back here. Right. So we need to get 2 carnivorous fossils. We've got 1 on the go already. How are these ones for food? That's got 2 in the reserve, 2 in the reserve. 5 in the reserve. 2.
unnatural at this. But you knew that already, I suspect. Still, good job completing that contract.
There we go, so we're contract done. Which one's found this there? 9 cups will be back and forth to the toilet all night. And yep, Chrissy, you're getting one as well. Was there another carnivorous one over here? Yeah, we'll get that one over there first. When I was at college, I used to be out, up playing, first Counter-Strike and then Natural Selection until like 3 and 4 in the morning. But in the past year, I've been doing the same thing, playing Minecraft even. Well, what we're going to call our hotel, because remember we can rename the buildings. I've got the fast food place as well. Gift shops and all that, yeah. We need to get names for all these other bits and bobs as well. There's free wheat up here. Oh, is it this button? Alright, so this is how we change the dinosaur view. So what does this button do? Alright, so that gives us like free camera when we're looking at the dinosaurs. Some of these ones there, they look like they're all in good health whilst we're at it. Right, now let's get these fellas, we might as well get them to...
Proceeding to the feeder now. Task received.
Might as well get them to do that. I might as well get a second team as well. Whilst we're at it. Then we can add task.
Resupply request acknowledged.
And get them to refill that. Right, so let's go grab some more contracts.
Even a full plate has room for a little more, don't you think? So why not give this new contract a once-over then?
So we need to release a new dinosaur, but it's got its life expectancy of 53. See if we can figure out how this works. Apply genes. What else have we got here? Right, how do we... How do we make this dinosaur now? Great dinosaur. Right, what was that threat thing that came up?
This contract can really help our bottom line.
For you, a contract like this should be no sweat whatsoever. Just hatch a few of the little things, okay? And anyway, at that size, they're all cute.
Oh, that one didn't make it. Let's try that one again. And it was lifespan that we have to... what did we have to do? 53, so actually that's just normal, isn't it? Lifespan is 53. Incubate again. So we've got another new dinosaur on the go, so we need some names for that one. We'll upgrade. Can we upgrade anything else in here? Right. Expedition Center. We can't upgrade anything in there just yet. Might as well upgrade that whilst we've got the resources. And we'll send these guys over here. Extract and extract. Yeah, we got another new dinosaur. Getting kind of a lot of them in this little enclosure now, isn't there?
Bioengineering our dinosaurs to ensure their ongoing survival and success is something the Science Division can get behind.
Any names for this guy? There we go, creeper. Right, ooh, what have we got here? New building, science center. Gonna have to build these over here, aren't we? We'll just return this one around. There we go. And we will put a path in if we can. And that's all done. It's like running out of dinosaur puns royalty. You still need to come up with a suitable fun name for the hotels and that as well. And the fast food place as well, we have must be some sort of like tea related name we can give that. Are you researching for fun tea room names? Right, we've got another set of fossils back, so we'll sell the worthless rock. Extract DNA, extract DNA. Clear those notifications. Is there anything down this way? Nope. Nothing down here. Might as well research that one whilst we're at it. Well, actually, did we have any research to put on to this building? Nope. But can we get a bit more dig speed? No, we can't actually research any of that. Typical. A bit limited to what we can research at all at the minute. Right, what else have we got that we haven't? Genetic research. Ah, right, is this something that we've missed out on for that other challenge maybe? enclosure items. Well, I might as well increase the capabilities of that. That takes 4 minutes to complete. What's that? Is that the name for the hotel, is it? Not bait. Escape from the menu. There we go, they're not bait in. Let's see what. Actually, we're going to see if we can grab a few more contracts. What do we need for? So we need to incubate one of them.
Your bottom line is looking as good as mine. I'm kidding, of course. There's no way it'll ever look as good as mine.
Oh no, we can't do that because that'll lead all the other dinosaurs. Right, so that contract we will just actually we'll save whilst we're in here as well. We will go to contracts page. Yeah, there's no way that we're doing that one just yet.
Hello. I was wondering if you'd be interested in a new contract.
So increase facilities rating to 4.5. I have no idea what that means, but we'll give it a go. Extract that. And we might as well send that research team out there. Alright, we don't have another research team to be able to do that one either. Can we upgrade any of these ones? No, we can actually change. I have to do a little bit more research into what these ones actually mean. There we go, it's raining again.
I'm always looking for ways to improve security around here, and I think this new contract could help with that very thing. Consider it.
So for him we need to research another carnivorous fossil. Still waiting for the expedition team to come back from the other one though. Oh, still a couple of minutes left on that one. They're all done. Right, let's see, can we build anything new yet? Nope, these ones require extra research stations, don't they? We have those, we got the... Oh, hang on, that's it, we built a science centre, didn't we? So what does this one do?
Personally, I don't care how many buildings we have. But I learned a long time ago that less is never more. Huh? More is more. So make more, okay?
So what can we do with this? Is it just a... must just be a place for the guests to go? does this mean that we can build new enclosure? I think what we'll do is, because it's been, I've been at this for 2 hours now as we've been doing this, I think what we'll do is we'll call it for today. We've done quite a bit, I think, to start off with. We've got quite a lot of dinosaurs. We've got Steve, we've got 3 Meter Pete, the Ediosaur, Stallion, how am I pronouncing that? I'm not going to try it. Jonasaur. We've got quite a mishmash of buildings and the likes as well. But I think we'll call it for today, because we have been playing for 2 hours there. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. Yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this one for a while. We'll sort of, I'll not just be doing this one like through the evenings. We'll probably have, you know, if I've got a little bit of free time through the days and what have you, we'll be able to have a little bit of play more through the day as well. But I'm going to have to do a little bit of research to figure out what we have to do for these other enclosures. So I'll, actually, we'll just extract these whilst we're at it. Sell, extract. But what I'll do is, which button is it? So that you get all your points. So you can save up for all those cards. I will quickly go over to the other Twitch panel. Let's see if this makes it echo at all. Is there anyone? No, there's nobody I follow that's online. Ooh, echo. Rather than having to rummage around or what have you. You should actually, before we go, let's have a quick roundup and see what everyone's points are at so far. See how close people are to the Christmas card. How many eggs have you collected? $8,400, 3 and a bit K. What you're not after the card? What are you going for then, Royalty? Are you saving up for the chickens, or are you saving up for the World Explore? Haven't decided. There is, that's it for the chickens, if I find the right tab. See, the slideshow is all there waiting. We'll be able to get a few of those. Plus, if I don't know if there's any of you crazy people want to sit through that presentation again. The mad ones amongst you. Points at Chrissy. Maybe the presentation. It's all mad. Well, as long as you got a good laugh out of it, that's the most important thing there, Royalty. Anyway, my screen just went a bit laggy for a second there. We'll end that there today. Tomorrow night is Alien Isolation. So I hope you'll all be sitting in the dark room tomorrow night. We'll play that for about an hour and a half and see how far we get. If I remember rightly, we were at the point where we were about to go and get we were going to trap it, weren't we? But it all went horribly wrong, and that guy released it, so it was hunting us down. Because I think we repeated a bit with a camera or something that we were getting stuck at a few times. I can't 100% remember exactly where we were within that mission, because obviously we got killed, so I don't know where we reverted to. But we'll find out tomorrow night. So have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.